Hello, second graders. This is Mrs. Burns. This is step one for your first project, Mondrian squares. So you should have just watched Mr. Lonzak's tips on how to cut with scissors. I thought he did a really nice job going pretty in depth with how to hold a scissors and how to use a scissors. For a lot of you, this is just review, but it's good to start with a review at the beginning of the year. So what you're going to do, what you need is the black piece of paper that was included with your packet, and you are going to need your scissors. So what I want you to do is you're going to hold your black piece of paper vertically the long way. So you're going to cut nice long strips all the way across. Hold on to your black piece of paper and grab your scissors, holding them correctly so your thumb is on top. Remember, your thumbs are both on top and you're cutting away from your body. So what I want you to do is you are going to cut your own straight lines using your scissors and your paper. We're not drawing any lines. We're just going to cut our own individual straight lines. Try not to make them too thick. Try not to make them too thin. So I think if I took my thumb and if I lined it up right at the edge of the paper, that's about how wide I am thinking. So if I take my scissors and replace it about right here, those would be good sized strips. So the key is to try to make it as straight as possible. That is the challenge. Trying to make it even at the top and at the bottom. After you got your first strip, move down, go towards your other hand and cut your next strip straight across. Try your best to make it nice and straight, nice and even from the top all the way to the bottom. Holding that paper nice and steady. I like to keep my paper flat towards the table, not hold it up like this, but flat kind of gives me a good view of all sides, or the top and the bottom. It doesn't have to be perfect, but again, I want you to try to aim for keeping it about thumb width, using your eyes, your observation skills. Definitely take your time. This part of the project is about taking your time and trying to make a nice, smooth edge kind of cut with your scissors. We're just warming up for the school year, getting lots of scissor cutting in. All right, I'm getting close. So now my paper is kind of getting a little floppy. So I'm just going to bring it up all the way, put my hand up to the middle so that I can hold it. It's not super floppy. I'll probably have one or two more cuts in, maybe just one more. Maybe two more. Be very careful. Make sure your fingers aren't in the way underneath your paper. Take your time here. I'm just kind of inching my fingers up towards the top, getting all the way to the edge. Oh, now I know my hand feels a little cramped, so if you need to take a break in there, go for it. Definitely take a break if you have to, but for the first step, you should have a bunch of long strips of black paper. And for the next step, I will describe more on what we're going to do with those black strips. So you can save these, and I'll talk more about that. Save these for the next, so find a nice safe spot, maybe in a folder somewhere, and save them for next week's lesson. Nice job.